Right, folks, let's talk about something they don't want you talking about. Free speech in Britain. You'd think in 2025 a democratic country would defend your right to speak freely, but the truth... We've got selective enforcement, vague laws and a creeping return of blasphemy prosecutions, just under a different name. From Tommy Robinson to Lucy Connolly and even Quran-burning trials, the UK is becoming a place where free speech is conditional. Today we dig into the facts, the laws and the hypocrisy. So, what is free speech under UK law? Well, in the UK, freedom of speech is a qualified right. That means it's protected, but not absolute. Under Article 10 of the European Convention on Human Rights, which UK law incorporates through the Human Rights Act 1998, you're allowed to express yourself, but that right can be restricted for reasons like public safety, national security, and to prevent crime. Then you've got domestic laws, the Public Order Act 1986, Communications Act 2003, and Racial and Religious Hatred Act 2006. These contain the very exceptions politicians and police use to limit your speech. One example. Section 5 of the Public Order Act criminalises using words or behaviour likely to cause harassment, alarm or distress. That's a legal grey area wide enough to drive a police van through. Now, Tommy Robinson is one of the most divisive names in the country. But whether you support him or not, here's the uncomfortable truth. The law is being used to silence him, not just punish crimes. In 2024 and 2025, Tommy was repeatedly hit with respect orders, civil injunctions that ban him from live streaming or attending protests under threat of prison. These orders bypass criminal trials and allow for preemptive restrictions. It means a person can be silenced based on what authorities believe they might say. That's not just censorship, it's pre-crime policing. If you thought Britain repealed blasphemy laws in 2008, think again. In March 2025, Hamit Koskan was convicted under Section 5 of the Public Order Act for burning a Quran outside a Turkish consulate. The court ruled that his actions were offensive and likely to cause alarm or distress. But here's the hypocrisy. Activists who burn Bibles or mock Christianity face no legal action. That tells you all you need to know. Blasphemy laws may be gone in name, but they're alive in practice, selectively enforced to protect one religion over others. Now, blasphemy laws in England go back centuries. The last successful prosecution was in 1977, Mary Whitehouse versus Gay News, over a poem deemed offensive to Christians. In 2008, the offence was abolished in England and Wales. Scotland followed suit in 2021. Northern Ireland still technically has a blasphemy law on the books. But repeal hasn't meant freedom. Laws like the Public Order Act and Racial and Religious Hatred Act now do the same job. The government hasn't protected speech, it just changed the labels. The 2006 Act made it a crime to use threatening words or behaviour intended to stir up religious hatred. It was supposed to target hate preachers. But now it's often used against ordinary citizens. Combine that with the abolition of blasphemy laws and you get this weird double standard. You can be religiously offensive as long as you offend the right people. There's no protection for consistency, just a shield for political convenience. In response to rising public concern, Conservative MP Nick Timothy proposed a bill in 2025 to protect criticism of religion.
To police what we can and cannot say about Islam. I will come to the details of sections 4 and 5, but first I want to say something about the intent of the Public Order Act. The long title of the Act makes clear its purpose was to abolish some common law and statutory offences, to make way for new offences relating to public order. Nowhere in the second reading debate from 1986 did anybody raise the need to protect religions or followers of religions from offence.
The freedom of expression, religion or belief system. Bill seeks to exempt religious criticism from harassment and hate speech laws so long as it doesn't incite violence. It's a sign that even inside Parliament, people are starting to see how far the censorship has gone. But Labour and SNP MPs have resisted, arguing it will stoke division, the same excuse they use to silence legitimate debate. Here's the kicker. The law is not enforced. Equally, protests that promote radical Islamic views are often left alone. But those that criticise Islam, arrests, prosecutions, respect orders. Then there's Lucy Connolly, jailed after posting a tweet saying we should burn down hotels housing illegal immigrants during a protest after the Southampton murders. Crude? Certainly. Criminal. The law thought so, even though she deleted the tweet a few hours after posting. And what about Peter Lynch? A 61-year-old man arrested during a protest outside a hotel housing asylum seekers. He wasn't charged with assault or terrorism, just public disorder. Days later, he was found hanged in his prison cell. Should he have even been in there? His death now haunts the debate over how the state treats those it brands dangerous for their views. The Communications Act 2003, Section 127, makes it an offence to send a grossly offensive message by public network. That includes private messages later leaked. Combine that with vague terms like distress and alarm under the Public Order Act, and you've got a legal minefield. The Free Speech Union and civil liberties groups now warn that Britain is closer to authoritarianism than at any point in modern history. So here's my question for you. Do you believe the UK still protects free speech, or is it only for the approved opinions, whatever happened to sticks and stones? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you believe in exposing the truth, hit that like button, subscribe and ring the bell so you never miss a daily TruthCast UK episode. Tomorrow we dive into the green agenda, what is net zero and why it matters or doesn't. Until then, stay sharp, stay free and keep asking questions. This is TruthCast UK signing off.